Hey, what's up? It's Deanna. As you know, well, how could you not with all the videos I show you? I collect teddy bears, vintage and antique. And tonight I'm going to show you something neat that I found. So I saw this on eBay. Somebody's selling a 1940 Schuco Yes No Tricky teddy bear. And so what I saw in the listing, which I'll show you in a second, is the same bear that I have here, but this is the 1950s version. So it's post World War II. And it was made in the U.S. zone. So like in Germany, the U.S. soldiers were occupying that particular area of Germany. So this was made in that area where the U.S. Army and military had controlled that area in Germany. And so this is a tricky yes-no Schuco teddy bear. And study him carefully, because in a second, I'm going to show you what a wartime version looks like. And he has his original tag over here. And I'll show you what he does, which is really quite awesome. So when you move his tail, his head actually moves and pivots back and forth. And it's very hard for me to do this with one hand and film with the other. So it's not moving as smoothly as I'd like it to. And the head, as you can see here, it rotates. And then when you lift the tail up or down, the head goes up and down. And again, it's not moving as smoothly as I'd like it to, because I'm trying to do this with one finger and hold the bear at the same time and film with the other. So as you can see, this is a nice teddy bear with a cool mechanism inside that was built in and engineered by the Germans. And let me tell you something. Not only do the Germans make nice cars, they made nice teddy bears as well. And so now I'm going to show you the 1940s version, and you'll notice the difference right away. So study this bear's body. And now watch what I show you. And so I'm filming it from my computer. You can actually see my keyboard in the background and my hand. And so this is an eBay auction for a bear that looks almost just like mine. And it comes with the original box. And that is what the original Schuco teddy bear box looked like. But if you look at this bear, what do you notice? He's pretty much naked. So it's like pretty interesting. Now look at this. See how his head has mohair on it? And the rest of his body looks really, really odd and strange. So he's got mohair like little booties. And let me zoom in on that. Mohair little booties. And if you look going up the body, it's naked except for his lower arms. And his head has mohair, but the rest of him is pretty naked. And he's wearing little panties. But I can't believe this, a bear wearing panties. Don't mind me. I know it's ridiculous. And again, so you see those little mittens. I call them mohair mittens. And as you can see, as I'm going up, you see he's pretty much naked. And he's wearing those panties. And again. And so here's the original box. So the seller has the original box here, which is quite interesting to see what they looked like. It has the Schuco logo with some, some of the animals and things they sold and some of the old toys, which is quite neat. And again, the original box with the original tissue paper that the bear came in. And so I think that is amazing. So there we go again. The box, which has wear. And there we go again. We have mittens. Two sets of mittens, as you can see. And so, why is the bear like this? Why is he naked, on most of his body, and he's wearing panties? Well, I'll tell you why. Because during the 1940s, with the war going on, what happened was that they had a very, very, very bad shortage of certain materials. So in every industry, due to the war effort, certain things needed to be sent to the military. So the military needed metal, they needed fabrics, they needed glass, they needed all sorts of components, steel, you name it. So that's basically the animal, teddy bear, plush, the whole toy industry was in ruin because they couldn't use the same materials that they were using to make and construct their toys. So everything was in short supply. So what they did was to cut costs, and because they had very little mohair, as you can see here, the bear had to be naked wearing panties. So this bear was actually dressed. So the area over here, he would wear an outfit, and he had sleeves up to where the mittens are there. And he had pants up into where the bottom booties are. And so that would cut down on the need for mohair. So I think that's quite a historical, cool thing to, look at and to check out. And it was crazy. So like from what I read, the toy industry in Germany, it took a long time, especially in also England as well, and in other European countries. After World War II, post-war, it took them quite a bit of time to actually make their businesses what they once were, because a lot of the military needed the factories, the toy factories, to actually make things for the military. So they were confident, everything was like basically taken over, and a lot of the merchandise was confiscated by the Nazis in Germany. And it pretty much was really, really hard. So like during the end of World War II, toys were in very short supply. It was very, very, very hard for children to get new toys in Europe. And Germany was like the toy making capital of the world. So you can imagine what World War II did to their industry. So once again, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And again, a bear wearing panties, it's just hysterical. Thanks for watching.